corner in Liberia. We bring you what's making headlines. We keep connected with news.
Please listen at 7 p.m. every weekdays for Freedom Evening News Basket.
We're in the streets every day. We follow the stories everywhere, from every corner in Liberia. We bring you what's making headlines. We keep you connected with news you can trust.
Please listen at 7 p.m. every weekdays for Freedom Evening News Basket.
We're in the streets every day. We follow the stories everywhere, from every corner in Liberia. We bring you what's making headlines. We keep you connected with news you can trust.
Please listen at 7 p.m. every weekdays for Freedom Evening News Basket.
We're in the streets every day. We follow the stories everywhere, from every corner in Liberia. We bring you what's making headlines. We keep you connected with news you can trust.
Please listen at 7 p.m. every weekdays for Freedom Evening News Basket.
Good evening at 7 o'clock. Welcome to September 30th edition of News Basket, of 45 minutes of happenings about Liberia and the world at large. I am Esther Daku anchoring this presentation. First headlines. Nobel Peace Lecturer Leman Bowie describes the indictment of former government officials for corruption by the Joseph Marcus administration as a witch hunt. Guinean national arrested for reported planning to overthrow the government of Guinea. Through the Liberian Guinea holders demands government lawyers to return his 115,000 United States dollars to the court while seeking justice in Liberia. Officers of the Liberian National Police arrested 23-year-old man identified as Alison Gape for allegedly murdering his 6-month pregnant girlfriend in Robertsville, White Plain. And away from home, the BBC is reporting that Rwandan authorities have restricted funeral services for victims of Marburg virus in an effort to curb an outbreak of highly contagious disease. These, the actual voices of newsmakers, the news bulletin, and the foreign development are all packaged in his presentation. At this juncture, we'll cross over to our news center where Thomas Woodland is seated to set the pace of the news bulletin.
Liberal Peace Laura Dimabou had described the indictment of official government for corruption by the Joseph Barker administration as a total witch hunt. Manabowi found out some current government officials and supporters of the Unity Party who have taken to various social media platforms to mock the indicted officials of government. Appearing on the Super show Monday, Manabowi added that officials' matters should remain official, and officials of government must ensure that the work of Liberia and giving an overview of the program. The founder and board chair of Stars University, Nathan Dayton, stressed that the university is committed to addressing the cybersecurity skills gap within the country. He said the initiative seeks to build a highly trained workforce that can mitigate cyber risks, strengthen digital reliance, and respond to increasing threats faced both in the public and private sectors across Liberia. The former Deputy Education Minister for Education then added that cyber threats are growing in both skills and complexity, posing significant risks to businesses, government, financial institutions, and individuals. At the same time, the former Deputy Minister for Education that did not disclose that the university is seeking to collaborate with key stakeholders in some major areas, including financial institutions aimed at getting support through scholarships, internship, and funding for the development of state-owned at cybersecurity labs within Liberia. Also speaking, Police Inspector General Colonel Greg Coleman stressed the need to sign a memorandum of understanding with the university for the advancement of administrators and officers of the Liberia National Police. The Independent Catholic Church of Liberia has ordained at least two of its members are new priests. The church on Sunday, 29 September 2024, deemed two of its members as Reverend Fowler following a month of deliberations led by Bishop Nimlan Doyen, head of the church. The ordination ceremony was held at the church headquarters within Johnsonville. The newly ordained priests are Deacon B.N. Koluba of Lofa County, Deacon Philibert Nimland of Green County. In his audition remarks, Bishop Nimland Doyen charged the newly ordained priests to serve faithfully, following the teaching of Holy Bible. He emphasized that there are others who are hoping for the job, and then said the audition was part of God's divine plan and called on them to work in the interest of God and the Catholic Church of Liberia. Bishop Doyen also urged the newly ordained priests to be servants of the Almighty in line with the teaching of Jesus Christ. And away from Liberia, Rwandan authority have restricted funeral service size for victims of Marburg virus in an effort to curb an outbreak of the largely contained disease within the country. 8 people have died during the Rwandan first outbreak of the virus, which was confirmed over the weekend by the National Health Ministry of that country. Marburg, with a fatality rate of up to 88%, is from the same virus family of Ebola. It spreads to human from fruit bites and then through contact with bodily fluid and infected individuals. In News Catalan to hot the spell of the Marburg, the health ministry said no more than 50 people should attend the funeral of a person who died from the disease. Among business activities in order can continue in the East African country, said the advisors who published the news on the BBC on Sunday. Well, that's it for the bulletin of news and the foreign news.
He's Thomas Rolack in the news bulletin, a regular feature here on the news basket. If you're just joining or you're listening to a 45 minutes of news presentation, we now bring you our first development. Finance and Development Planning Minister Augustine Kwafon has emphasized the importance of emerging national level development aspiration with districts and counties development needs. Speaking over the weekend when the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning and Internal Affairs began a day-long engagement with the 15 county legislative caucus, Ms. Agafwan noted that the engagement is a formulation of the IRS agenda for inclusive development, the public sector investment programs, and county development agendas. Ms. Agafwan further stressed that legislators played a crucial role in these formulation exercises as they have the authority to allocate resources to urge lawmakers to share their insights to the development agenda.
The last time government was August. Since then, according to you, the program has continued and you haven't even finished for 10 months. And you're working with the Ministry of with others on the pavement. That will comprise the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of UNO, Mr. Brian McGay is on his way for the team. And then your team will all work together. We want to confirm anything. The The things we heard from the street and in there, my people got to confirm and get some detail. Now, when it's confirmed, what you tell us is what is confirmed. The thing I tell you is that government's obligation must be settled. When we came in 2006, I remember the government owed civil servants up to tell us release 38 months arrears. Whereas the government was paying people currently for almost 2 years, we're paying arrears on the 38 months were clear. So there's enormous difficulty that's not only coming from you, but from a lot of others like you. Everyone is pressurizing for payment. What we have available versus the demand, what we have available is not sufficient enough to deal with all the demand. Or we prioritize among the demand and we'll discuss with you after we confirm the payment, how to pay, when to pay, and everything. That committee is going to work with our team. Maybe in a day or two, we'll be able to tell you tangibly when we start to pay, how long will it take to clear it. But the thing I want to tell you is that an obligation of government, whether it's starting is our obligation. And we will pay. How long we take to pay will be determined by how much we have. We will work out a business plan with you, and we will try to ensure that we start to pay as early as possible based on what is available and based on other pressures we are facing.
For his part, Senator Prince, who is the chairman of the Brown County Legislative Caucus, lauded the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning and the Internal Affairs for such initiative. He highlighted the needs for the CDA's implementation framework to clearly indicate which projects will be implemented by central government through the IRIS agenda for inclusive development and projects that will be implemented by the counties.
President wants to begin by saying very big to the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning, along with the Ministry of Internal Affairs, for this very important initiative. Our minister over the past years have addressed the issue of our county development through the budget law. During those days, the law addressed how county councils to be carried on to identify development projects in the different councils. And at the time the local government act was passed, legislators had exclusive right through their different offices to preside over those different cities of the different councils. So meaning, whatever a government derive in a particular council, that was going to be the development agenda of that council. So many times, because of political disagreement, we had our development agenda focus on what particularly the citizens need at time. Because they are going for election and then went to Bogota. I told the people of Bogota I will build a clinic, whether they deserve it or not. I have to come at the county city and make that case because I want to maybe move my political promise to the citizens of Bogota. So some of those projects in our counties are left unattended. Some of them, the citizens don't use it at all because they are all a particular promise of a politician. A politician, whether behind inhabitants in that area, one of that particular project, they didn't keep. Now that we have passed the local government act and the budget law does not address the issue of county city anymore, our authority has been passed on to a county council that's supposed to reference the county development agenda and the national development agenda in allotting social development funds to projects that are described in that agenda. I think we are headed somewhere. So I want to say a very big thank you.
Also, making remarks, Senator Joseph Jala of Lupa County commended the technicians for their leadership in formulating the draft of the National Development Plans.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Member, on behalf of all of the area representatives, the normal journey is the prerequisite to receive formulate all those ideas together. If you see this building that you today, you know what going to happen in the room is hours plus having water, having swimming, and stuff like all of that is all the dance, the rhythms, the so this is why water running comes along with others factor that the Roman government is trying to bring it across. We will be able to set up and visualize, perceive, and formulate the other thoughts, and then we can begin now on running. So, when is that? The, the basis of utilization is not.
He's Senator Joseph John of County there commending the technicians for their leadership in formulating the drive national development plans. And there was Senator of Bon County. Smoi is also the chairman of the Bon County Legislative Caucus, noting the Ministry of Finance, Development Planning, and Internal Affairs for the initiative. And also, previously was the Finance and Development Minister Augustine Kafwan, emphasizing the importance of emerging national level development aspirations with districts and counties' development needs. Nobel Peace Laureate Bowie has described the indictment of former government officials for corruption by the Joseph Boy's administration as a witch hunt. While Bowie frowned at some current government officials and supporters of the Unity Party who have begun taking taking to social media platform to mock the indicted officials. Appearing on a Super Morning show Monday, Bowie added an official matter should remain official. Officials of government must ensure the work of the government is not considered political.
It becomes which one on a social media caricature. I'm all for accountability. Want to go back to President time and look at some of the people who have reached over that. I'm all for accountability. Let me say something to you, we are 5 million people, very rich nation, very rich nation. There is no reason why teachers should make 7,500. There's no reason. There's no reason why women should go to give birth and die. There's no reason why a mother should go to deliver and she get lapa to wrap up baby. There's no reason. Today we audit the past government well and good. But in a nation where you have 80% of the people who can barely feed, why do our lawmakers give for $5,000 cheap? Some of these people did not even do keke before they became lawmakers. And yes, afterwards they will force you. When you want to audit, and I said yes, I'm all for accountability. I wish we could even go back to the past. But this government has a plan to audit the past government. And I don't see it as a wish list. But when you're doing a professional process, it becomes a witch hunt where every official of government has a caricature on their Facebook page of the people who are being audited. It's wrong. And I think I need to tell you people to get off social media. You have a nation that is so we're not divided because you know what bring bread inside. Let's divide it in four equal parts. It's easy to bring that division together, right? Nigeria is shattered. It's just you bring the bread in here and then they say, okay, our relationship in this country is shattered. And it's shattered because of the political system that we find ourselves in. No position, opposition, no point of reference. We're not taking up. Loser angry. They can't see anything. I can keep going on and on and on. Anything that will make the other person angry, your duty is to stay away from it. Senator Dillon is a senator. You're doing audit to the auditing commission. There should not be a caricature of someone who is being audited with Senator Dillon's page. There should be a level of professionalism. It's an issue of experience, it's an issue of maturity, it's an issue of not rubbing things in people's face. So it's not that people are angry because they're auditing them. Maybe they're angry because they're auditing them because of what they made. Fine. But you can't be somebody already gets school. Then you're rubbing pepper in the school and laughing in their faces. That's exactly what is happening. And the point is, let the ordinary people, let the stooges of the different parties do it. But when a national leader goes on social media and does a caricature of someone who is being audited, you're taking it too far.
Meanwhile, the Nobel Peace Laureate has disclosed the possibility of contesting for the country's presidency in 2029 general and presidential election. She, however, dismissed rumors that she has an ambitions to contest for a senatorial seat in Bond County.
The point that I make is leadership is not about in this country, we shouldn't see leadership as oh you being of leadership is about having a heart for humanity. Leadership is about wanting to empower people. And what's the meaning of empowerment? So everybody will say, oh, I'm empowering people. No. Give up some of your power so that others can experience it. Giving people death arrest, giving them capital, giving them this. When we increase the salaries of the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, the police officers, when we build better schools where our children can go and learn, when we have universities where they can do good things at university, give them opportunities. We see China, we don't have a lot of resources more than China, but China has done Chinese people. It's time for Liberians to think about Liberians. It's time for us to focus on the children of this nation and the growth and development of the nation minus self. That's what I think.
She's Nobel Peace Laureate Lema Bowie, they're describing the indictment of former government officials for corruption by the Joseph Boakas administration as a witch hunt, at the same time disclosing the possibility of contesting for the country's presidency count 2029. Former Liberian Finance and Development Plan Minister Samuel Toy has denied rumors of his departure from Liberia to avoid prosecution, appearing as guest on an OK where clarified that his departure was intended to rest after long periods of work as former finance minister, noting that he had anything to do with other report or lawsuit at the Temple of Justice. He expressed fears about illegal arrest, clarified that he is not afraid of legal consequences if handled appropriately. He emphasized that he remains committed to addressing the legal matters before the court at the Temple of Justice. We're celebrating generally our it's a, but of course we will bring it in our subsequent newscast. The Federation of Liberian Youth Friday concluded its annual Peace and Security Forum in Monrovia, event supported by the Irish Embassy and FPA focused on addressing the challenges faced by Liberia's youth in the realms of peace and security. Speaking during the climax of the forum, the program specialist at UNFPA Charles Lawrence underscored the importance of the UN Secretary Council or Security Council Resolution 20, that's 2050, which, according to him, recognizes youth as key actors in preventing conflicts and building sustainable peace.
I'm honored to participate in the opening ceremony, first edition of the Annual Youth Peace and Security Forum 2024. Well, congratulations for putting this together. As keynote speaker this morning, let me sincerely thank and congratulate the Federation of Liberian Youth, the Irish Embassy, and the European Union organizing this inspiring forum that gathers all the stakeholders, especially the affairs of young people, to discuss youth peace and security in Liberia. This forum is happening at an important moment when Liberia as a country launches its bid today for a non-permanent seat at the UN Security Council. The adoption of the historic United Nations Security Council Resolution 2250 on youth peace and security is an important recognition of young people's role as a positive force in preventing and resolving conflicts and building sustainable peace. A comprehensive agenda, consolidated, ordered by Resolution 2419, underscore the youth-centered approach and the fundamental shift in acknowledging the positive role of young women and men in the maintenance of peace and security, as well as the importance of regional, sub-regional, and the national bodies for the implementation of the Youth Peace and Security Program. What do these resolutions mean for young people and women? From the global level to the regional and national and local, the critical role of youth in driving positive change is increasingly recognized. Young people are described as crucial actors and game changers in the implementation of the Sustainable Development Goals and the Agenda 2030. The meaningful inclusion of young people is also key the commitment to leave no one behind, as a unique contribution to go beyond and get free from exclusion, discrimination, and gender-based violence. For this purpose, the Resolution 2250 identifies five pillars for action and calls for mechanisms that allow the meaningful participation of young women and men in peace processes.
Also, speaking of Fly, Vice President for National Affairs, Jeremiah Wilson, emphasized that young people are mostly affected by instability, noting that it plays a crucial role in peace building. Wilson added that there is a need for government to prioritize job creation and skills development to empower youth, enabling them to contribute meaningfully to society. Fly Vice President for National Affairs welcomed the establishment of a presidential youth committee and urged the government to involve youth in all areas of governance, particularly in peace and security issues.
It is with great pride I stand before you today, the inaugural Peace and Security Forum. This gallery is a landmark for Liberia youth, offering us a unique platform to address the challenges we face in the realm of peace and security. On behalf of the Federation of Liberia Youth, headed by the first Eagle President, Ella, that is not here, I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the Ambassador Abilene and our partners for their support in making this forum a reality. As we reflect on the state of our nation, we must confront a simple truth. Young people are mostly affected by instability, yet we are also the most essential builder and sustaining peace. We need to focus on job creation, skills development, entrepreneurship to empower young people, allowing them to contribute meaningfully to society and peace building efforts. The Liberian government committed to establishing the presidential youth advisory committee is a step in the right direction, but it must be followed by sustained efforts to involve youth in all areas of governance, particularly in peace and security initiatives. As we move forward, all of us here today, youth leaders, government officials, our international partners, to work together to address these challenges. Let us commit to creating a Liberia where every young person is empowered to play a role.
For his part, Deputy Minister of Youth and Sport, Brian McGill, echoed the importance of peace for sustainable development, urging young people to champion peace-related activities. He stressed the need for collaboration between FLY and the government to foster a more peaceful nature.
Here's the rest of us to learn from. Today, what it all is going through the process that you live with for the rest of life. It has an everlasting part that you all have to contribute to the global development of society. Peace is crucial to our power, peace is crucial to our sustainability, and peace is crucial to all of us. As we find ourselves in this room, as we two outcomes. The first outcome realize that we are in a learning process, and peace is the ultimate goal for sustainable development. The government can give part to build all of the infrastructure. They can go all the money. If you don't know the mind and sustain the peace, all of the gains we make will tend to go the wrong. And I would appreciate you all in the room to go through the exercise, share it as a learning experience for all of you, and you will share it as the next step in terms of addressing the issue of peace. We look forward again to see all of you in our future program. The ministry is about to work with flowers in the hierarchy.
He's Deputy Minister of Youth and Sports, Brian McGill, echoing the importance of peace for sustainable development. Earlier was the Vice President of the Federation of Liberian Youth, Jeremiah Wilson, speaking. Al- Also speaking at the event was Charles Lawrence, Program Specialist at UNFPA, underscoring the importance of the UN Security Council Resolution 2050. The Independent Catholic Church of Liberia continues to strengthen its position in the religious community in Liberia, the ordination of two new priests. The church on Sunday, September 29, 2024, ordained two of its members as Reverend Fathers following a deliberation led by Bishop Nathan Doyne, head of the church. The ordination ceremony was held at a church headquarters in Johnsonville Township. In his ordination remarks, Bishop Nathan Doyne charged the newly ordained priest to serve faithfully following the teachings of the Holy Bible.
Dear people of God, thank you for coming to this diaconate ordination. It is the first diaconate ordination of the Independent Catholic Church in Nigeria. May God bless you and grant you the reward of the good works you do. Amen. These men, being Koluba and Philemon Blamonimlen, who are your relatives, your sons and friends, are about to be raised to the order of deacon. You, our dear people of God, should therefore consider carefully the position in the church and among God's people which they will have. They will draw new strength from the gift of the Holy Spirit and will provide help for the bishop and his priests as ministers of the word of the liturgy of charity, making themselves servants to all men. And when appointed ministers as ministers of the liturgy, they will proclaim the gospel, make all preparations for the sacrifice, and this will be the body and blood of the Lord to the people. In addition, it will be their duty at the bishop's direction to instruct the faithful in doctrine, to preside over public prayer, to confer baptism, to assist at marriages, to bring diaconum to the dying, and to lead the rites of burial.
These Bishop Nimlin Doyne, they are speaking during the ordination of two Reverend Fathers at the Cali Church headquarters in Johnsonville Township. Stars University of Science and Technology has launched a Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity to begin in 2025. The launch of a program and brought together key national stakeholders and authorities of the National Commission on Higher Education, Liberia National Police, Liberia Revenue Authority, and the Central Bank of Liberia, among others. Giving the overview of the program, the founder and board chair of Stars University, Latin Datun, stressed that the university is committed to addressing the cybersecurity skills gap in the country.
Why is cybersecurity essential for that? Cybersecurity is essential. And we're intentional about it. All the organizations are dealing with large data, and your data can be used. Okay? All of you, please, you are dealing with data, you're dealing with all kinds of records for criminals to jails to so many important records. The Central Bank of Liberia, all of the organizations that are dealing with large data is essential for Liberia. What we have right now in the country is a lot of short-term solutions. In the short-term solutions, most of the banks and businesses now are bringing cybersecurity experts to the country to help secure the infrastructure. So good thing. But where are we 25?
At the same time, former Deputy Minister Daton disclosed that the university is seeking to collaborate with key stakeholders in some major areas, including financial institutions, in getting support through scholarships, internships, and funding for the development of state-of-the-art cybersecurity labs.
You can't do a program like this on your own. You have to work with the stakeholders in our society to ensure that programs like this are effective because the young people we are training will work for you. They will be at immigration, they will be at police, they will be at the banks, they will be at the central bank, they will be at your businesses. They will be helping you protect your data. So a collaborative initiative is essential. We did this 8 years ago when we launched the telecommunication program. Now STARS is the only university teaching telecommunication in the country. So everybody now recruit from here. The telco, Orange, Lone Star. If you go there, sometimes you feel like you're on STARS campus because all of the people we are training here are going there. You will not just come, we are not going to just say, this is what we are offering, take it or leave it. No. We are going to share the curriculum.
Also speaking, Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman stressed the need to sign a memorandum of understanding with Stars University for the advancement of administrators and officers of the LNP.
We came here today as a team to show our commitment and interest in this area of discussion and to express our willingness to partner with STARS in this endeavor. The resources, I mean, it may seem a lot, but if you think it is expensive, try not acquiring it and see what's going to happen to us. We're encountering issues that we're helpless about, and it's escalating. It's only a matter of time before it reaches some senior person that will cause so much embarrassment for all of us, and then we will be called to our pants down. I look forward to signing an MOU with you that as this program rolls out, we can have the entire staff and students working directly with police at a national level.
He's Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman, stressing the need to sign a memorandum of understanding with Stars University for the advancement of administrators and officers of the LMP. Also speaking at the event was the founder and board chair of Stars University, Latin Daton, stressing the university's commitment to addressing the cybersecurity skills gap in the country. If you're just joining us, you've been listening to a 45 minutes of news presentation from Liberia. And as well, before we take our leave, a recap of stories we followed. Nobel Peace, Let's read Lehman Bowie describes the indictment of former government officials for corruption by the Joseph Boakas administration as a witch hunt. Guinean national arrested for reportedly planning to overthrow the government of Guinea through Liberian-Guinea border demands government lawyers to return its 115,000 United States dollars to the court while seeking justice in Liberia. Officers of the Liberian National Police arrest a 23-year-old man identified as Madison Gaffney for allegedly murdering his 6 months pregnant girlfriend in Robertsville, White Plain. And away from home, the BBC is reporting that Rwandan authorities have restricted funeral sizes for victims of Marburg virus in an effort to curb an outbreak of the highly contagious disease. Many thanks to our news editor, the news director, and all those who helped in making this presentation a success. Thomas Rulak brought us the news bulletin and the foreign development. Ibrahim Kamara sat at control and handled the technical aspects. I am Esther Daku on behalf of the team. Good evening.